This form is prior written notice for initial provision of special education services and/or initial placement. You as a parent are entitled to notice of an initial placement of your child into special education. This is after you have the IEP meeting, and at the IEP meeting you'll decide upon a placement, and the school will then let you know where your child is going to be placed. This form is a Nebraska Department of Education form. It's not off their state reporting system, but their state reporting system will look similar to this. This form is also identical to change of placement or refusal of services. The only difference is this form is about an initial placement, so generally you probably agree with the initial placement if you've had an IEP meeting. If you don't, we'll explain that to you too. But here in the form, here's the school district, the date of the notice, you the parent, your son or daughter's name, your son or daughter's date of birth. Your school district proposes to provide special education services to your child. They won't refuse because this is an initial placement, so this is really irrelevant right there. An explanation of why the school district decided upon this placement, why other placements were not considered, what the proposed placement is based upon, and generally that'll be your MDT will be in here, and your IEP meeting where you decided where the child should be placed, any factors that were taken into consideration, and that you were provided notice of the initial placement, and finally that you were provided with a copy of your parental rights, your due process parental rights. If you don't have a copy, they give you someone to contact and how to contact them. They also list some advocacy organizations that you can contact. If you disagree with the initial placement, I'm assuming if you went through an MDT and an IEP, you probably agree with it, but if you don't, then you have the option to file a state complaint or go to a due process hearing. I'd encourage you to look at those sections that we provided for you. We show you how to fill those out and go ahead and file those.